buckle your seatbelts because today we got a pretty hard to watch body cam video where there's a speeding woman with an attitude learns a hard lesson. In Florida, surprise, surprise, an officer caught a vehicle going nearly twice the speed limit. He clocked the vehicle going 96 in a 50 miles per hour zone. So yeah, that's pretty fast. You know, if you get hit going 50 miles an hour, you might get turned into like a pancake. You might just roll under a car. You get hit going 96 miles an hour, you're blown up on impact. You know, let's get to the video. Let's start talking about this.
On August 24th, 2024.
I don't have AirPods in.
On August 24th, 2024, an officer caught a vehicle going nearly twice the speed limit.
How are you, sir?
Hello.
What's up?
What's the rush?
I'm just trying to get to work. I have a personal training class this morning.
So
10 minutes.
you're doing 96.
I was not aware I was doing 96. I had the cruise control set at 85.
So we're introduced to our main antagonist and her sidekick, who seems to be looking for her license and registration, and so she tells the cop she wasn't aware that she was going 96 in a 50. No. She thought she was going 86 in a 50, which, you know, I gotta say is a lot better, because if you get hit going in 96 miles per hour, like I said, you're probably going to get blown up. But if you get hit going 86 miles per hour, you get blown up, but your body parts actually just travel less distance once you get hit. So it's less of an explosion, and it actually makes it safer for those around you. So I see where she's coming from. Speed limits exist for a reason. And even the officer's like, yeah, that doesn't really help. That doesn't make a difference. You were still speeding. I doubt anybody would be crossing the highway, but, you know, this is Florida. Anything goes here. This is like the Wild West of the fucking world, let alone the United States.
I got you on radar doing 96.
Okay, what?
So
When did you clock it?
right as you're coming over the crest of the hill. Okay,
Behind that truck for a while, and then you.
truck was doing 74.
Okay.
I need your driver's license, registration, proof, insurance.
I don't have my physical driver's license. It's in the mail on the way to me. I have a passport.
Okay, you can't drive a car then.
Interesting. Our lovely lady suspect over here boldly proclaims to the cop, I actually don't have my physical driver's license. Well, ma'am, I don't know if you knew this, but, you know, you can't drive without that. She also tries to say that she was behind a truck, which was also going just as fast as she was. But the officer quickly debunks that, saying, no, the truck ahead of you is actually going slower than you. So not only was she speeding, but she was tailgating.
If you want to give me a ticket for that too, go right ahead, sir. But I'm just a girl trying to get to.
Oh, you say that, but you're putting everybody else in danger, so I don't think the attitude's going to help your situation, okay?
The last time I was pulled over by a cop, they pulled over two people at one time in the middle of the road, so I'm sorry. And he came up to the car and put his hand on his gun, so I'm sorry if I seem a little out of sorts right now.
I got you. I'm not them.
What
Obviously,
the fuck?
I'm not done any of that stuff.
Brain doesn't know that.
Okay, that was a turn. She just starts breaking down crying because apparently she's seen cops pull people over, and one of the cops that pulled her over before had his hand on his gun or something. Did I get that right? That's cool. I mean, that's bad. Pretty traumatizing if that's true. But, you know, you were still speeding and driving without a license. And even her friend who was in the car with her is like really confused. Like, she's trying to comfort her. Oh, and apparently she not only doesn't have a license, but her license is actually suspended. You know, she claimed that she didn't have a license, which implies that she just doesn't know how to drive. But no, she knows how to drive. Well, not really, because it got suspended, but she knew how to drive at one point, and then she fucked up, and then got her license suspended, and now here she is again.
All right, ma'am, I need you to hop out of the vehicle and come around to the back of your trunk with me.
What?
I need you to step out of the vehicle and come around back to your trunk with me.
Why?
Because we're going to take care of paperwork back here.
I just didn't know, like, I don't know where I need to get out of the car. Why do I need to get out of the car?
Because I have paper to take care of, and for my safety and for convenience, it's taken care of back here. This isn't that big of a deal.
Sorry. If you're telling me this is not that big of a deal, and physically see me, then I'm like,
It's not that big of a deal, but you are making it a big deal, yes. I'm asking her to simply do something I ask people
Oh
to do
shit,
every
backup
day.
arrived.
And I told you it's because it's for my safety. This is where I conduct this type of paperwork at, is at the back of your vehicle.
I've never been asked to get outside of my car before.
Well, today you are.
Okay, so, you know, the officer's trying his best to make this so easy for her. She's just making it infinitely worse. Another cop has showed up, but her friend's a supportive ass friend, though. If I was in a car and my friend got pulled over, I would expect them to, like, be normal, right? I would just be like, okay, we're getting pulled over. Nothing weird here. Nothing weird going on. But as soon as, like, they start making a scene like this, then I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Officer, I'm just here. You gotta understand, I have nothing to do with this. And I doubt her friend knows that her license is suspended.
At this point, you need to step out of the vehicle because I'm giving you an order to do so.
Excuse me.
Right around back here, please.
She's very frazzled.
Your driver's license is suspended.
It's not.
You failed to pay a traffic citation at Pasco and they suspended it on the
I had
19th.
6 months to pay that ticket.
Your driver's license is actively
The
suspended.
person told me that I had 6 months to pay that ticket. I actually reinstated my license a few months ago. Got that handled. And now you're telling me that my license is suspended and I haven't received notification of this? And I know this isn't your fault, sir, but I have been going through a lot lately.
Sir, I know it's not your fault. I'm still gonna make it your problem. So we've gotten a little bit more lore. We've learned that her license was likely suspended because of she missed a payment on a traffic violation. And you know what that violation probably was? Probably speeding. According to the system, she missed it. But according to her, she paid it. And her license shouldn't be suspended because she's paid the ticket already. So I don't know what's going on.
So I understand all that, but here are the simple facts today, okay? You don't have a license on you. In the system, which is real time, it is showing as suspended, and that's what I have to go by. If there's a clerk or something like that, that is something that you're simply gonna have to take care of at a later date in court.
So what happens now?
So I'm about to issue some notices to appear for court in lieu of making a physical arrest and taking you to jail because I don't want to do that. All right, but you can't drive this car. If she has a valid license, she's the one taking it safe. Perfect, she'll take over for you. But you're gonna have a court date that you're gonna have to appear for, okay?
So this officer, honestly, that's probably the best case scenario for this situation. I half expected her to be going away in cuffs. And this officer just presented her a note. He's like, okay, we'll get this paperwork signed. You're gonna have to go to court, but you're not gonna get physically arrested here. And you know what? Kudos to the cop for that, you know? You know what? That's the best case scenario. But given that there's about 6 minutes left in this video, I take it we're gonna be taking the bad path, baby. We're gonna get that drama.
You're gonna have a court date for driving with suspension and for your speed for doing 96 and a 50.
Her friends switching
If you
seats
don't
with
hear
them
anything from the
in the
court
car.
in the next 30
As this is
days,
happening.
the recommendation I tell everyone is make sure you call the Pinellas County Clerk of Court, because if you miss this court date for any reason, they will issue a warrant for your arrest. Okay? I'm going to need a couple of things from you. First is going to be a signature at the bottom of both these citations next to the blue X. It's not admission to guilt, simply saying you're aware you're going to receive a court date in the mail and you promise to appear for it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and crumple these up. I'm going to go print out a new copy. If you don't appropriately sign the citations, ma'am, I will be forced to make a physical arrest, okay? So I'm going to give you one more opportunity to comply.
Okay. I have two thoughts. A, does that not count as a signature? You saw her make the marks, so it's like the marks are provably hers. And B, what's with the attitude? Does she just not like this officer or something? Maybe she's just emotional, anger or pride or something's just preventing her from, you know, being a normal person. What's the issue? You could go home right now.
That was signature, correct?
No, that's not a
All
signature,
right.
right?
Anything
What do you-
from pen to paper, if you physically see me sign, that is my signature. It does not have to be legible.
Okay.
That's what I think. That's what I'm thinking. Doctors get away with absolute bullshit. So if I hit him with that, is that not my signature? I just wrote it. I just wrote that. Is this not legally binding? I guess out of context, no one's gonna know who this is, right? But if I'm a doctor and I hit him with one of these, that's somehow now a good signature. That's a signature. Are you kidding me? That's just as illegible as the lines I drew. What's the law here? Where's the line?
It's not a signature, says who?
Okay. He's trying to work with you. I don't know why you're not working. Why are you interrupting?
Right now, and you
Okay.
made me get out of the car.
Okay.
You could have handed them to me, and
All
I
right.
could have signed them in the
She's
safety
just
of my
pissed.
car.
You want me to say something and then you interrupt me, so I'm not going to say anything.
Let this be a lesson to you, ladies and gentlemen. Emotions are powerful. You know, all logic is just clouded in your brain. You know, you got to take a second to calm yourself down and think. If you take advice from a YouTube video, that's on you.
Ma'am, so again, your signature is as it appears on your driver's license. This is not an admission of guilt. This is simply an acknowledgement that you're aware you're going to receive a court date in the mail.
Like 10 years ago.
So, simply just need your compliance.
Do you want to see my actual signature?
All right, go ahead and turn around. Place your hands behind your back for me.
Bam. She failed that quick time event.
It was a Jewish.
I wish we could see what she wrote, because I feel like she had to have at least put a little bit more effort into the second signature than the first one. But can we at least see it's blacked out? Damn. I don't know how I feel about this, because on the one hand, she does have an attitude. She is being difficult, but on the other hand, so does the cop. All of this over a signature. She's getting arrested because she wouldn't sign, or she didn't make a signature that was legible. You probably shouldn't piss off cops, because they can still arrest you even if they don't have a good reason.
Stay there.
Stop. Stop.
Now her friend's confused and crying. Now they're both crying. Holy shit.
Stop.
I'm trying to save me!
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did!
It was a simple thing you had to do.
I did it!
Ma'am, please do me a favor. Have a seat in the vehicle. I just want you to get hit.
Her friend is very concerned and is a good friend, but you know, she chose to get back in the car, which was a smart decision. On the bright side, at least the car doesn't have to sit on the side of the highway. She can just drive it home, right? She looked so defeated. That was a cinematic ass shot. That's cinematic. That's cinema. How many cops does it take to detain a crying woman?
Do what you gotta do. Start your paperwork.
I got the paperwork done. She just refused to sign it.
No, I never refused. Do you see it? There's a signature on that paper, sir.
Not your signature.
It is my signature.
Stop. Relax.
I'm diagnosed with anxiety.
I really wish they could show us the signature.
Do you have your driver's license on you?
I'm sorry, this is her dad. Hold on, Dad, I gotta talk. Hold on, I have to talk to the police officer. Give me just a second. I'm saying
It didn't even have to be this way.
Come on.
So here's the deal. Here's what happened, okay? She has a suspended driver's license, and she's doing a speed of more than 30 miles an hour of the speed limit. In the state of Florida, one of those, the suspended driver's license, is an arrestable offense. The other one is a mandatory appearance in court. When I placed down and explained this to her a second time, she again scribbled all over the citations. At that point, she's not acknowledging that she's going to appear in court. I cannot release her on a citation. So she has to go to jail and appear for those charges now. It's going to be a walkthrough type of thing, in and out. Now they're not going to hold her, okay? All right.
All I wanted to do was go work out this morning.
That's a foul way to end the video. And it's just her fucking wails of sorrow as the background. As to watch this next video. But I do find it interesting that just how comfortable she was with getting an attitude with the cops until she realized that they could arrest her. Anybody who drives has probably been pulled over for a speeding ticket. I've been pulled over for speeding tickets before. It's not really that uncommon, and it's not really that scary either. You know, I've never really encountered like a dickhead of a cop. Most of the time they're just like, you were speeding, license and registration, and then they run it through the system, and then you just get a ticket. You just have to pay it. Sometimes you get points on your license, which is a pain in the ass. So I guess I have encountered a dick of a cop, because this one time a cop gave me a point on my license for going 15 over the speed limit, and I had to go to court and fucking appeal it. And then when I get there, the cop he's at the court, and he's like, yeah, he was a cool guy. He followed directions. I was like, you asshole, why did you give me the point on my license in the first place? Point is, don't be a dick to cops, because they can and will arrest you. And really just easier to just do what they say when you get pulled over. Don't make a scene. Don't end up like this lady.